What's up, ladies and gents? I'm currently sitting in my car, chilling, sipping a cup of coffee. I'm at the Strand, which is, for those that don't know what the Strand is, I live in Townsville, and the Strand is like the most popular place in Townsville. It's like an esplanade where it's like a big strip of just cafes and restaurants, and yeah, it's a really nice area, and you can have a view of Magnetic Island. It's near Castle Hill, where you can look around and have a good view. So I've been thinking of making this video about instant gratification and social media. I'm a big advocate on cutting down social media. I feel as though social media, it does more harm than good. But as well, we live in an instant gratification society where we can access so many things and get pleasure instantaneously, with no effort. We're able to access like dopamine spikes with like minimal effort. As I'm speaking to you right now, I've got a coffee, and I succumb to the ways of instant gratification too. I'm just conscientious about it and trying to minimize my ways. For instance, I only have coffee over the weekend. I minimize having coffee during the week. I don't have coffee in the week actually. It's only on the weekend. I may eventually cut it out entirely for like a month. I've done it before where I would just have a detox. But at the moment I'm liking the whole, allowing myself to have a cappuccino here and there, because I do enjoy them, but also being mindful of the effects of caffeine and what have you. So back onto the instant gratification with say like social media. I'm as well currently doing a social media detox. I do these detox quite often. For the most part, I don't really use social media a whole lot. The main social media I use is Messenger, because I genuinely feel like there's a purpose to that. You can actually communicate to your friends and stay in contact with people and what have you. But I barely use Instagram. I don't use Instagram basically. I barely use the actual Facebook app. This month I've deleted Instagram, Snapchat, and the Facebook app. I've left Messenger. But I do think that Instagram is probably the biggest, I don't know, I feel like it's probably my biggest setback. I just feel like when I use Instagram, even though you have the right intentions of using Instagram to post, photos of yourself, videos of yourself, and, interested about seeing what your friends are doing, what have you, there's always going to be that subconscious comparison of you and your peers. So as you're scrolling through, you see people that seem to have a better time than you, they're having a blast, and even people you don't know, you start to compare the people you don't know. You're going through, you see a bloke in Mykonos with a yacht, and he's looking like he's having a blast, and you're just there sitting in your bloody chair thinking far out, like, damn, how can I be like this guy? Well, it can be somewhat educational, because it might motivate you to, to change your current situation. But for the most part, it depending on your personality, for the most part, it discourages people, it discourages people. For me, it certainly discourages me. For me to get motivated myself, I would have to actually delete Instagram, because I just naturally compare myself to other people through Instagram. If I want to change my situation and be motivated, I refer to like YouTube and look at motivational videos where how they explain a story, or TED Talks or along those lines. But yeah, everyone's different though. I do harp on about how Instagram is probably it's worse than it is good. It's not only just the comparison factor, but it's also the factor that when you do look at other people's photos, you assume that their life, they're always happy. And because that's all they're posting. They're only posting their happy moments. And even then, their happy moments could be fabricated. And the reason why it's fabricated is because they as well see other people having a blast, and they feel as though they want to sort of level with them and post, you know, like to show that they're having a good time too. And it becomes like this bloody mental warfare. And yeah, so it's hard to know what's the truth and not in Instagram. I do know from personal experience that I've came across friends' Instagram thinking, wow, they look like they're doing really well for themselves. But then when I actually have a conversation over the phone, it can be further than the truth, further than how they portray themselves on Instagram. So there's also that kind of superficialness that I don't really like about Insta. But each their own. I feel as though I can get inspiration through other social media apps, or other apps rather, like Pinterest. If you're browsing through Instagram for like inspo, Pinterest does the same job as Insta. And yeah, you got no downfall with Pinterest really. So yeah, but yeah, there's a lot of instant there's not just social media that's instant gratification. It's like I said with coffee. There's, you know, drugs out there that make you just instantly, I don't know, happier. But there's always a downfall for it, because it's a mind-altering drug, and what goes up goes down. Is as well in when we go shopping and you walk around the shops, and there's basically items everywhere that screams like happiness, like an item that you know, it's like on sale or whatever, and you think that buying this item will make you happy. It's just a slippery slope. But all around us is just like it's like kind of like happiness everywhere. Like it's almost, you can just buy happiness, which is the furthest from the truth. But yeah, I'm doing this a month challenge of no social media, and I'm already a week in, and I already feel pretty good. I got more time to just think for myself and be productive, and yeah, just more time on my hands, and yeah. Anyway, that's all for this video, so cheers for watching, and catch you next time. See ya.